Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today is Valentine's Day, so I just wish everybody happy Valentine's Day. And if you are Asian, it's also Chinese New Year, and I wish you happy Chinese New Year. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday with family. So today I'm coming up here to share with you my first impression of my dream Chanel bag, Chanel medium large classic flap. So I store my Chanel classic flap in a dust bag because it comes with its main compartment, and also the dust bag has a little pouch here where you could put your chain inside. So that's how I store my classic flap. And also it comes with two kind of felt flaps where I can just put one in between the first and second flap, and the second one is in between kind of the interior of the bag, so that the felt kind of protect this zipper pull of scratching here, the interior of this second flap. So this is literally my dream bag. Like when I unboxed it, I actually never thought I could get a Chanel classic flap a couple of years ago, because this is like really a very expensive handbag. But then as I grow my handbag collection, I feel like this is a really necessary piece to complete my collection. I really love it. I love how classic it is. The only thing I don't like is the price, I guess. So since I bought it around end of November, it's been a while, but I haven't used it for a lot of times. I guess I used it a couple of times, less than 10 times so far. So I don't want to give a full in-depth review yet, because I don't feel like I have got every kind of grasp of this bag, but I do want to come up here and share with you my first impression of this classic beautiful bag. Overview: the bag that I have is in black caviar leather with silver hardware. I probably mentioned during my unboxing that originally what I want is a gold hardware one, but the store that my friend bought kind of for me in Osaka, Japan, Chanel boutique, they do not have caviar with green gold hardware. They only have lambskin with gold hardware. So I kind of compared gold lambskin versus caviar, and I felt caviar would be a lot more durable to wear. Although I do like gold hardware, I decided just to go with a silver hardware. And now with me having this bag for a while, I really feel like I made the right decision, because silver hardware feels very young and it's not as dressy as gold hardware, so I could wear it very casually. That's one side that I really like for this bag, for my first impression. Silver can be a lot more day-to-day use. And another thing that I really like is, although this is double flap, but it's not as heavy as a jumbo, so it's actually quite light. I like to use it on one side of my shoulder, which is just like this on the shoulder. I don't really find this bag particularly heavy for like a whole day shopping, so I really hate heavy bags. I feel heavy bags is kind of add a burden to you. When you take the bag out, you kind of have to think a lot in terms of what to bring. But for non-heavy bags, you could just stuff it in kind of fully, and just take whatever necessary you think you need to take. So that's another pro for this bag that I find so far. The third thing that I really like is the mademoiselle kind of back pocket. I put my parking ticket and like some like business card from sales associate or whatever in the back. So that's how I use this back pocket. I don't put my phone in it, but because it's too small. But I do find it pretty nice looking, and at the same time very useful when I just want to slide in very like thin card kind of stuff. So when you open it up, like I said, it's a double flap. I don't want to go into details of the structure of the bag and the history. You all know, you know, love letter thing. Another thing that I really like after first a couple of use is when I wear this just on my shoulder, I could just leave it hanging like this when I'm trying to pay or anything, because literally nothing would fall out because of the double flap. So that's what I really like, and I find it pretty convenient that I don't need to always buckle it up. So that's another pro for this bag. So one thing in terms of, I guess this is a double-sided sword for the double flap, because one of the cons that I find after using a couple of times for the double flap is it actually has a buckle here. If you see here, it's supposed to kind of buckle it up here and then do this, but I never really buckle it up. I find it quite inconvenient if I do it every single time, and I have to really aiming it right. But another issue with this is when you stuff your bag pretty full, then this button would actually kind of always hit this part. So it does not hit this directly, but hit this leather part. So I actually did stuff it pretty fully, so I could kind of see a little bit wear at this area. And I actually watched other videos of wear and tear of this particular handbag, and I saw some of them actually have this leather kind of creased pretty badly. So I just want to give you a heads up if you are using this bag or you have this bag, that don't overstuff it, so that or just pay special attention when you close this bag, that you do not have this particular button kind of hit this leather part too hard, that it actually either changes shape or kind of damage the leather. Just this particular part, because once you do have this part of the leather kind of worn out, you probably would feel differently for this beauty. Although you won't see it from the outside, but every time you open it, you could just see it here. So that's not good. I think that's the biggest thing that I noticed for the wear and tear. For Caviar leather, to be honest, is really nothing you could worry. It's very, very durable. I am very clumsy right now that I'm almost due. That I'm pregnant. I feel like I become a lot more clumsy than before. I always drop stuff. I don't know, just like literally always drop. I drop everything. So I dropped this bag as well. When I'm picking it up, I don't see any scratches at all. The corner has no wear whatsoever, and the hardware is like very durable. No scratches at all. So this is literally a very, very, very durable handbag. I guess really quick, I can just show you what I put in this handbag. Other reason why I felt I made the right decision for the silver hardware is because I do have the gold hardware for my Gucci Marmont, and I feel these two bags can be interchangeable when I'm using them. So I really, really like the color and the hardware combination that I chose for these two. So if I do get a black and gold, I probably need to sell this one because it's kind of, you know, same color combo. Let me just show you what I usually carry with me. So I do have this cosmetic pouch from Tory Burch, and I have a lot of stuff inside. And also I'm using a Louis Vuitton key pouch, and I have my cell phone with me, and also my 6-ring key holder. I don't know where I put my 6-ring key holder. I just show you how everything fits in. inside here. So here, this is the pouch. It just fits in pretty well. You can see I usually just slide it in to one side, and this is the key pouch. Also just slide it in here. So you can see there's tons of room still here for a 6-ring key holder. And I usually just put my phone is 7 Plus, in this pocket. I don't put it in the main pocket because I don't know, I feel like the size of this front pocket is perfect for phone and easy access as well. And if you see the side, it's not overstuffed, it's not over bulging, it still has like a little bit A-line here. And when you close it, you can close it very well. I do not see any distortion. Super nice. Oh, another thing I noticed is if you have the bag closed, it's relatively harder to maneuver the chain. So usually I just keep the bag open if I want to change from one chain to double chain, and then I close the bag. Just a little bit small things here and there to make sure that you don't kind of damage the bag in any sense or any way. I really like it. So overall, I really love this bag. It's super cute and matches with any outfit that you could think of, I guess, and just so classic and beautiful. Meet everything you could ask for a handbag. This handbag currently retails for $5,300 US plus tax here. I feel like the price is just really a little bit ridiculous. Other than the ridiculous high price, I could really see and understand why people really like this bag. So if you could nail it from a pre-owned market or any other places in the world outside US, I would strongly recommend you get your hands on one of these bags. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you like it. If you have any other questions that I haven't touched on, please leave your comment down below, and after I use this a couple more times, I guess I could do a more in-depth review or any comparison that you want me to do. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next one. Bye!